kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Come on, set, black, 95. All day, every day, any day.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go, 49 the mic, watch 49.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
3rd and short yardage, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
On first down, Stidham. And his throw here's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Stidham. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's Young off play action. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Young looks to throw on first down. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Right back to Hubbard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 55.
A give up the middle. Hubbard knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Young.
It's going to be a long day.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's just me and you.
Young. To the sideline and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now it's Stidham. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Check, 47. Time to go, night. Hey, watch it.
They go play action with Stidham. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Stidham. And that will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken at the 23. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 blue.
Coming to you.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. Oh, nice move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Young. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. A give running right, it's Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Let's go. Hey, check right, check right.
Cut.
Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Young will set to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it as we resume action. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver's offense now set to go. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Stidham. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stidham. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Out of the gun, Stidham. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stidham. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. But that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Stidham to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on now.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Third and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Stidham sets to throw on first. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stidham. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Stidham. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
And now at this point in the 1st half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Come on, set. 45. Right.
Mike, 55.
Young on first down.
These babies cry all the way back home.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Got you. I got you.
Ready. Go.
They'll set up a throw.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Stidham's throw taken in here by Patrick.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time. Mike
Stidham, he's going to keep it on the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Stidham from the shotgun.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Stidham on first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Now let's get there.
Back to throw here.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Stidham going back to the air.
That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first down, Stidham. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Stidham will throw again. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw is Stidham.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Again, Stidham. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Young.
He's got Mingo.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
set.
55. Check 55. Mike. Hey, let's get that home.
Young now from the 50. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Looking to throw, Young.
He'll drop that down to Hubbard.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now a 2nd and 6.
49. 49, guys. Mike.
It'll be Young again.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. High throw, but the catch is made.
And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check it.
Now it's Stidham. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
On some of these plays, you know what they're really a product of? Really good scouting. Big, tall receiver, play to his strengths, put the ball up there, and let him take it on a fade.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
From the gun, it's Stidham.
3 balls.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. A'Shawn Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Right there. 54. Right there.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red.
Watch his flag.
Set. Go.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 49's the mic.
On play action, Young. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young now. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Johnson, 47 yards.
And the Panthers have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The Young's going to throw for this.
Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Second and 5.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
3rd and 2, now Stidham.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Takes it to about the 37.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Let's go. 45. White.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Young will set to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Young working out of the gun. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Stidham's throw into the hands of Reynolds here.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Stidham. He completes this to Sutton. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Stidham.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Stidham sets to throw on first.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Play action. It's Stidham.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tim Patrick, 28 yards.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go, set. Blue 32.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
To throw, Young.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Okay, Frank.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Now Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Incomplete.
Tommy Trimble, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll throw again. Young.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 50, green.
Here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, Stidham. That's complete to Troutman, right side.
A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They go play action now. Stidham. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Greg Dulcich.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Ready.
It's Young off play action.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Let's go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
49.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 33.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here we go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Young from the shotgun.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Stidham to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Stidham.
A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready? Shoot! Two times.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. In motion goes Patrick. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Stidham. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to make it a 2-score game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1-touchdown score to this point. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Running right, here's Sanders. A nice little juke.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Young. He gets it left side to Johnson.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. For Marshall, that's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down, goal to go. Young. Flush to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Stidham. And that's incomplete. A big play looming on third down.
Come on. Both sets of the mic.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Young.
Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Stidham with one final shot. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.